Oh, there's this to the corner. What the fuck? Second place, and Goku's just falling down the order now as well as Zero gets up into P3. Pepper's gonna go down the inside for the lead here in Indianapolis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pummu Indycar series. I'm Finnical. Joining me in the booth once again is the lovely War Sniper. Say hello, as I zoom in on your face. So majestic. We are here at Long Beach. I don't remember what round we're on. I will put it on the screen in post. But we are here at Long Beach. Drivers have just started pacing here. And it was a very good qualifying battle, and I think I will let War Sniper do the honor of telling you what our grid looks like here as we get ready to go green.
Yeah, it was an absolutely amazing battle between Pepper King and Waffle at the beginning. Or sorry, not Waffle. Raph.
It's Waffle.
What we calling him?
We'll call him Waffle.
Okay.
Raph is Waffle. Cough, cough.
Okay. So amazing battle between Pepper King and Waffle. They were all within the 111s in their times. Following up closest was Cyber, Meaton, then Zero. After that, we got Cece, Beans, and Dambo, as well as Triff, Dilge, and John, as well as Danny in the last place. Unfortunately, we had a couple people disqualified who were Baron and, I believe, Pickle, we called him.
Yeah, we called him Pickle. Anyways, green flag in the air here at Long Beach. Going into turn 1, will it be chaos? Oh, I believe that's contact into the inside wall there for Waffle. Going into the corner, it hasn't affected him too much. Into the fountain they go. It's a big pile up into the wall. Not a lot of room, but they're still trying to make it go 3 wide towards the back. That's Triff into the wall. They're going to pile in behind him. They're able to all keep it going, though. Surprisingly.
Oh, and it looks... oh, no.
Oh, and it's still going.
Oh, poor King.
It's still going. I didn't quite get to see what happened to King. Dambo gets our first warning of the day. Has to be someone.
Sure does.
I am trying to find a car that is not just lagging horrifically to follow. It is Pepper in the lead, King in second. It is Zero right on the rear wing here of Cyber for third. Cyber's at a really good start. He's been able to jump Waffle. Zero gets, I believe, a little bit of a bump there from Waffle. Gets him into the outside wall. They're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch. Almost. Never mind.
We got a little bit of a pile up here at the back with Sub-Focus, sorry. As well as CC. They cleared it up, and they're back on the straight.
Alrighty, Spectate system is not doing what I would want it to do. Lovely. We will follow this lead in the front, so I guess as always, my friend. Oh, Zero into the wall. That's gonna allow Mutant to catch up to him. Actually, rear-ended him. They're out of the corner. They're gonna go side by side now, heading into the final sector. As I believe that was Waffle and Cyber up ahead, going side by side as well. Zero is gonna be able to hold on to his position, and that's because Mutant has been in the wall. Triff could have capitalized on that contact with the wall for Mutant as well, but he's also in the wall. And now we go for this battle for third place here between Waffles and this Lightning McQueen styled car. Into the final hairpin they go after like 5 seconds of freezing on my end, because of course they do. Let me find Cyber. I wish I could just click on their name, but our spectate system is, like I said, not being the smartest. Cyber will be able to hold on to third place at the moment, and I believe this is gonna be the part. Oh, Cyber into the wall, out of the corner in turn 1. That's gonna allow Waffle to catch right back up as soon as I was gonna talk about how they'll start spreading out. Of course, lovely timing. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're absolutely fine. Meanwhile, we got Danny and Dilge trying to battle for that last step up from, well, the last place itself. Quite an unfortunate place to be in. It's actually shocked to see Doge all the way back here.
Yeah,
At least to me.
a little shocking. I don't recall if his pace was like win-worthy last season or in the last few races, but he's definitely been up there.
Oh, given where he's been in the championship so far, I mean, seems not too bad.
Oh,
P3 in that, by the way, it seems like.
Oh, okay. Oh wow, I am horrifically incorrect about the current standings then. Um Cyber still holds on to P3. Waffle will still be P4. Zero up into 5th. He is having a decent start as well. As we look, I guess we have time to go further down the grid unless Waffle is about to catch Cyber here, which is starting to look like that actually. Waffle has caught right back up to Cyber. Last race at Phoenix Raceway, Cyber battled for the lead for about like what felt like the entire race. Lost it on the final lap. Waffle into the wall, so that's gonna alleviate some of that pressure. And actually, Cyber's caught up to King, so King has been in the wall at one point
He
or
sure
another.
has. And I should issue a little bit of a correction. It is King who is in P3. Doge is in second. So that's interesting.
Oh,
Even
well,
more shocking than.
it's really shocking to see Dilge all the way at the bottom of the order. Cyber is taking separate lines from King, trying to make something work to try and gain time here on this DraftKings car of King here. Down the front stretch they go. Lap 5 here at Long Beach. And and now this is the part where oh, Cyber into the wall.
That
Well,
is unfortunate.
never mind about
Aim for
talking
Pepper
about.
for a
Oh,
second. He made a quick recovery, but oh, again, he is slowing down.
oh no.
This is not great. His
Yeah,
his tires might be getting worn here.
he definitely has a quite comfortable lead at the moment here in this race. He needs to be careful not to be, well, I guess, too careful with his driving. You can definitely lose a lot of pace, a lot of time to your rivals trying to be too careful driving around, but you don't want to be you don't want to be stupid while driving. I don't really
Yeah,
know
it
any
certainly
other
doesn't
way to
help
put
to
it.
go into a wall, does it?
No, I imagine these contacts and oh, Waffle has just moved up into P3 there. I wasn't paying
Not
attention.
kidding.
I was looking at the leaderboard. I look back. Oh wow, Waffle was in P3 now as they go down the front stretch. Oh, there we go. Okay, it was vision lag. Okay. I was like, that doesn't seem right. Huh. Waffle is right there on his rear window into turn 1. He's not gonna make a move. There's not a lot of overtaking spots here on this track unless you are really close to your rival. We will actually begin riding on board with Waffles here, at least for the moment, unless the lag shows otherwise. But it has been a pretty decent start for all 4 of these top 4 drivers. A different order from what... Actually, no, they're just about in the same order as they started. The only difference is
Oh.
Cyber and Waffle. I believe
And Zero
Cyber
goes
has
into the
made
wall,
a...
allowing Triff to move up into the next position, which would be 5th. Lovely.
That's good. I believe Cyber has actually made contact with the wall going onto the backstretch, and that has allowed Waffles, I believe, to finally make the move. No, he's still looking for space to make that move. It's really hard to tell when both of these cars are, like, inside of each other, quite literally. No, it will still be Cyber in P3, but these two are definitely... This battle is definitely starting to ramp up here for this final podium position here. And as we look further down the leaderboard, we see what War
Oh,
was.
oh goodness. Triff has gone entirely off track. Or
Oh,
off the.
Triff into the
Me.
runoff in turn 1. He's gonna have to wait for Damo to drive past. So trouble for Triff, just as I was planning on looking at turning our attention to the leaderboard and showing that he was in 5th position now. I mean, it's been a really good start for him, but that's not going to help him any. Down to P8 or P9, actually. No, P8, excuse me.
There's certainly plenty of laps left, so hopefully he will be able to make up some of those positions.
Yeah, that would be
Oh, but running
ideal.
into the wall again does not seem to be helping.
Yeah, that would not be ideal, I don't believe. Waffle has made some sort of mistake while we were away looking at Triff. Cyber has been able to build that gap once again to about a 2-second gap in between these two. So
Sorry to
now,
interrupt, but Miatin has also seemed to go off into the runoff as well. He's back on track now, but he certainly was out for a second.
Miatin?
Miatin, yeah.
Oh, he was in the runoff on the backstretch? Okay, that makes
Mm.
more sense. I turned to Miatin, I'm like, he's in the hairpin. What runoff? What?
No, yeah.
Okay, and of course, knowing my oh wow. Okay, so we turn our attention back to Cyber and Waffle as they both make contact with the wall. I believe that contact has affected Waffle quite a bit more than Cyber. I
Quite
was
likely.
we saw there on the other side of the catch fence there with the last car we were on board with. They were both almost like bumper to bumper into that corner there, and then they just one of them. I guess they both overshot it trying to outbrake each other. I would really.
Trying to do his best here to maintain P8, I believe he's in now. With Miatin and, well, I believe we call him Beans.
We
Just
call 'em
knocking on his
beans.
door.
Yeah, we'll go on. We'll actually watch this battle from Bean's perspective here. Into the hairpin they go. Oh,
Oh,
it's
goodness.
not the best hairpin for Trev. That might allow Mietin to make a move on him into turn 1.
And he's certainly through.
Oh, he doesn't even need turn 1. He will get past Trev before they even pass pit exit, actually. And into turn 1, Mietin will. Oh my
Oh,
god! Oh, what a move
that
by
was
Beans!
that
Triff
was almost perfectly smooth. Wow.
That was almost perfect. Triff squeezes him into the wall and then decides to be a courteous driver, lets him back through. That's kind of
Uh-oh.
nice of him. We'll
Oh,
ignore the
but it
lag
does not
spike.
seem to pay
Okay.
off very well.
Oh, it has not paid off very well. We will ignore the massive lag spike I just had, which is a tradition. Oh no, it's really not working out for these two, huh?
I think Trev might want to make a move here quick before he gets slowed down a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sorry, Beans, but this is clearly.
This is a slightly one-sided battle. I really wish the spectate system would let me choose what driver I am spectating, like it has done literally every other race. Okay, that is me. That is not a car. Oopsie.
If I imagine is getting a little bit
Oh
frustrated being
my.
stuck behind Beans. And what do you have?
It's essentially the battle for last, but CC has made possibly one of the most aggressive moves I've ever seen into the hairpin. Just sends it down the
What?
inside on Pilot John. I don't even think the move worked either. No, oh no, it has. He's up ahead. Never mind. It's awesome when I commentate something and vision lags. Like, oh, sorry, I'm lagging. Oopsie. Oh, I don't think
Also,
Pilot John was a big fan, as he's gonna get a run on the outside in this corner.
oh
And
dear.
Pilot John into the wall.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when Mercedes and McLaren's
Now we're
battle. Nah.
yeah. Now I was saying earlier how shocked I am to see Dilch kind of towards the back. He's basically last place. This is
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah, this is not the performance you would be expecting,
Maybe not
especially
his
from
track
someone.
today.
Yeah, it's a very difficult track to get right. Is
Oh,
the
it
thing
absolutely is.
about Long Beach. And the walls here are not very forgiving. I don't know if there's like a glue trap on these walls or something, but they are not very forgiving. In fact, a lot of drivers in the build up to this race weekend, as we will go on board with Mietin to watch this battle between himself and Useless, I believe it is. In the Red Bull car, this battle is for 7th. A lot of drivers were complaining in the build up that some of the walls felt very sticky.
Yeah.
Oh, and there we see an example of it. Useless clips the wall and just loses all of his momentum. That's going to allow Newton in this United States Air Force car to get past him. And that might be all she wrote for this battle for 7th, at least for the rest of this lap. Pepper almost has
Okay.
a... When did Cyber move up into 2nd? When did that happen? What?
That is a good question.
We might be the worst comment. Oh my god, there's a pile up on the other side of the wall. And King is in the wall. King is about to lose
Oh
3rd
dear.
position, as well as Waffles has caught up to him. And actually, Waffles is looking down the inside, and this right-hander going towards the final sector, 2nd right-hander here. And Waffles, I think, has moved on. No, King's gonna have a better run out of the corner into this left-hander. Notorious move for incidents into the wall, and just as I was saying, it Waffle into the wall, gets caught on the wall, and that's gonna allow King to build a little bit of a gap to him to hold on to P3, but King is definitely falling off on pace here. Going through all of the camera. Oh wow, Useless is right on the rear wing of Miatin again. So Miatin was able to avoid pressure from Useless after a bit of a trip into the wall. It's not looking like Useless is done battling though. As into the final few corners, actually into the penultimate corner, Useless is close enough that he'll be able to start putting pressure on Miatin now. Out of the hairpin, it looked like Miatin might have gone the better exit though, so that might help him in this battle, and it's... okay. I say might, and then there's like a 20 car gap in between the two of them. Like, okay, sick.
Yeah, it's starting to open up a little bit in terms of gaps. So
That is... there's
things might
no...
be.
There's no way we have blue flags. We have blue flags. We
Do we?
have our first lap car, or first to be lapped car.
Oh dear.
Actually, no, Pilot John is now lapped down, or he's retired, either or. Our race leader has now caught up to lap traffic, which is crazy to think that our championship leader has caught up to 2nd or 3rd in the standings to put him a lap down. And I mean, we saw the blue flag message there at the top of the screen. I think Mr. Potatoes has decided that instead of acknowledging these blue flags, he wants to force Dilge to acknowledge them for him. Interesting strategy. I don't believe it to be an ideal strategy, but oh, they made contact into the wall as well. But Pepper's not really... I mean, unless race control gives them an actual... Oh, well, Pepper's sending it down the inside of Mr. Potato. Oh, that might have been vision lag. It was vision lag. Excuse me. I would not be entirely surprised to see Pepper send it down the inside like that. I believe that will be Mr. Potato's a lap down. That will be Dilge coming a lap down here. Going across the line. And it will be. That is Triff into pit road. So we're starting to see the first pit cycle. Beans has been in the wall, and there he is trying to recover from that incident. Mr. Potatoes has somehow had the best exit ever out of turn 1, has re-overtook Pepper. He's starting to fight for his lap, but he goes into the wall, and I can tell you that I don't need to be an experienced driver to know that that did not help him any at all. Here we see Triff. We watched him come out of pit road earlier. Sorry to interrupt you. He's starting to show a little bit more pace than King and Waffles. He's gone past Waffles already. He wants to get past King, and he probably wants to hunt down Pepper if that would be ideal for him. Hunt down Pepper, get back on the lead lap here after his pit stop. Those fresh tires are definitely doing a number for him, though. Cyber's in pit road. So the man who started fourth sat in second for a large portion of this race. Really has gone down pit road, and our race leader Pepper has been in the wall, and even worse, he's been cut off by CC, who took advantage of that, put him in the wall as well. And I mean, it was around a 10 to 14 second gap when Cyber did pit. So we will have to wait and see what this means for our race leader. I would imagine that if Pepper feels threatened by Cyber pitting, he will be pitting this lap. He does not pit this lap, so Pepper and his team appear to be comfortable with the lead they had, which honestly I don't really blame them for thinking that they'll be fine. But Pepper does need to be careful. Cyber is on fresh tires now. So is everyone else who has pit so far, but at the moment that remains to just be Cyber in our original top 4. Where has Cyber come out actually? I would love to know. So it appears that the pit lane is very long. Cyber has lost quite a bit of time in that pit stop. He has about 37 seconds to Pepper. After the pit stop, there was a bit of a 10-second gap in between them. And King has been in the wall, and that's going to allow Waffles to get past him and get back up into second at the moment. I believe this would be your battle for the podium at the end of the race. So these two are definitely going to have to start thinking about pitting soon as well. Unless Cyber pit earlier than what the pit window is supposed to be, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, so King into pit road. Another top 4 contender. Pepper's in pit road, actually.
Interesting. Oh,
So,
Zero's in as well.
Zero's in,
Even
so
though
Waffle...
he's a little bit towards...
So Waffle, our last top 4 contender. Only person not to pit in our top 4. Will probably be thinking about pitting now that he's seen the race leader as well as his podium rival. King is out of pit road. Waffle is in the wall, which is not ideal. Pepper is out of pit road as well now. Or has been out of pit road, it seems. And he's honestly... There is not even the entire length of the backstretch between the two of them. Between Waffles and Pepper, which is... I mean, if you wanted a visual... Meaton has been in the wall quite hard in turn 1. There we see him recovering, but he's able to get it back going. We go on board with Cyber just to see what this gap between our 1 and 2 man Waffle into pit, as War had said. I believe that's Dilge in pit road as well.
Oh, I think he's forgotten. He seemed to have forgotten that there was a little bit of a issue with our pit right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear, this is not going to help her stop.
I am noticing that Pepper is in the lead, but does not appear to be showing on the leaderboard as such. Pepper is trying to work his way past some more lap traffic now. The unfortunate news about him pitting is that he unfortunately has to get past his lap traffic once again.
Waffle is having a unfortunate time with his pit crew right now.
That is
It
not what
is.
you
He
want
is
to
still
hear.
actively in the pit. He is still in the stall.
That's not ideal. King is only now entering the backstretch, so Waffle does have a little bit
At
of
this
time
point,
to figure it out.
uh, by this
I
point, we're already passing him again. Oh dear. You gotta
eh,
feel for him. That's
and
unfortunate.
this may, yeah, I was just about to say this might be what she wrote for this battle for the podium. King out of the hairpin now, onto the front stretch. Where will he come? Where will Waffle come out compared to King? Will Waffle be able to come out? I don't see him. So he's definitely out of pit road now, at the least. King.
Yeah. He is out. This might be a track hazard. He is sitting right after the fountain.
Oh, that's odd.
Okay,
He
and
has.
he's going again. I'm. This is mildly confusing.
I'm not sure what's going on. I have cut to our leader, and I have watched possibly the most erratic driving from last traffic I have ever seen, but Pepper's still struggling to get past these cars. It's been Triff and CC, or not Triff, Zero and CC. Triff just ahead of them. Pepper's really trying to get past these cars. It's not been going well, and Cyber might be starting to gain on him a little bit. I am unsure as to why Pepper's being marked as a lap down compared to what he is, but that was hard contact into the wall there for Pepper. It's definitely not helping him that CC seems to be quite aggressively battling him.
Yeah, that's interesting.
There we see on the leaderboard Pepper has been marked at second place, so his laps have been fixed. And there we saw on the other side of the wall for a moment, or you may have seen on the other side of the wall, uh, Miaton is
Ooh.
in the runoff and
Yeah,
is stopped in the tire barrier there, I have noticed.
that is the second time he might be a little frustrated with that.
Oh, and has Miaton recovered? Oh, that's a different runoff. About to say I don't see Miaton, it's the wrong runoff. Okay, so he's got the car going again. Pepper and CC are battling very aggressively. Speaking of aggressive battles, Waffles and King battling once again for third place, so that pit stop mayhem for Waffles has not affected him too much. Miaton has gone straight on into the wall in the runoff at the end of the backstretch, and I am beginning to think that we may not be seeing Miaton for too much longer in this race, which would really be a shame. I mean, fastest in practice. Admittedly, there was a good like 2 laps in qualifying, where we thought Miatin genuinely was going to be eliminated and not even make the race. But now it seems that Miatin might be retiring from this race. We'll have to wait and see. This battle for third place here between King and King and Waffles has a little bit of an outside influence here. King tries to send it down the inside of Beans. That's a sentence I never thought I would have to say in my life. Clip the inside wall that slowed him down. Waffles trying to avoid Beans after he gets sent into the wall. Is not able to capitalize on King being slow there in the corner. So this battle will continue. They have gone past Beans at the least.
I know, it's like Pepper is trying to keep Zero from, trying to just.
Oh, Cyber into the wall.
Oh dear.
Cyber into the wall. I believe that was him trying to make a move on the outside of CC. So again, another another lead lap versus lapped car, involving CC and someone in the top 5. This time it was Cyber into the outside wall. CC's also been very slow in this final sector. I'm not getting the water break I thought I was going to get, it seems. And that is... I was just about to say after I came back that it looked like Cyber was actually starting to gain a little bit on Pepper. This has... this has eradicated that, as I lag. I mean, yeah, as I was saying, this has eradicated Cyber's chances of catching Pepper, at the moment at least. And that is... I mean, that is a 4-second gap turned into a 10-second gap in the matter
Ooh.
of a corner, really. But yeah, I'm actually going to take my water break now.
Okay.
And yeah, just...
Oh, and CC hit the
Oh...
wall hard, causing
And
Cyber to slow down as well, so he doesn't necessarily have to worry about Cyber getting the move. Oh man, that was not pretty.
yeah... I have to admit, CC's driving has not been very pretty this entire race, really. No offense to
Yeah.
him. Maybe he wants
Uh,
to stick to NASCAR. Sorry, something got caught in my
okay.
throat.
We got a few people on the stage. We got Mr. Potato, or Danny. I got King and Waffle. Oh, my
Sorry.
water fountain.
I'm... Oh, and Waffle has been in the wall in the exit of turn 1. Well,
Nah, well, that's naturally.
that's not ideal.
As
Naturally.
commentators curse.
Commentator's curse. No, wait, no. Let me commentator's curse right now. Pepper has been really dominant this race so far. This is the part where the clipping idea becomes a lot... Okay, CC and Cyber are side by side into the final sector, so ignore what I was saying earlier. Cyber down the inside, gonna clip that inside wall. Bumps CC, bumps him into the outside wall. That's gonna allow Cyber to get a run on him. Out of the
Danny
corner
is
and
trying to
onto
battle
the...
King, but he's kind of blue flagged right now. I believe that would be ill advised. Oh, and Danny slams into King,
I'm...
causing him to go out on the outside pretty hard. That's unfortunate.
I'm sorry? What
But
happened?
so King was trying to take the outside line around Danny because he was being a little bit slow, and
I'm sorry, I think you
unfortunately,
mean Mr. Potatoes.
okay, I don't think
Oh,
that's what I mean. But
it
anyways,
doesn't seem that Mr. Potatoes is done impeding these two drivers either. Clips the outside wall on the exit of the hairpin, slows them down, that's gonna slow down Waffles as well. And finally he makes the wise decision that maybe I shouldn't make a bunch of enemies. And I believe that
oh dear.
as my clip ended there, I believe there was the sound of Danny hitting the wall there on the exit of turn 1. Well, oh,
Oh,
Waffles hit
goodness.
the wall as well. Well, that's not very
Well, it's how it goes.
Yeah, see, this is the... Okay, can these guys stop hitting the outside wall, please? Mr. Potatoes has gone past Waffles, because Waffles has clipped the outside wall. Every time I
Again.
try to talk about the the sort of format of race highlight replay video things that I've been trying to use now, as these two are trying to battle each other going into the hairpin. This isn't a very ideal corner to battle, if I'm being honest. And Danny has finally realized that he should let Waffles go, and
Outstanding.
outstanding. Triff is out of pit road again. He's
Oh,
unfortunately going to block Sub-Focus, who's going to run into the outside of turn 1, trying to avoid him. So that is... I need to stop saying that's not ideal to, like, everything. I like
seems like
fine...
Kyle will be getting the blue flag soon with Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of causing a little impediment here. But it seems like he's really reluctant to do that.
Okay,
Doing more
useless...
so to slow him down. Oh dear.
Useless blocks the apex there And that
I might
right-hander, that first right-hander there out of the fountain, that was,
a little aggressive
I wouldn't say aggressive, I
or
would more,
defensive for a position that he really does not have. Yeah.
oh, and of course Pepper is using the oh-so-classic sim racing line, or row racing line, I should say, of turning and slamming into the wall as hard as possible into the braking zone.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
We see that method quite a bit here.
Oh,
To jump,
Cyber right into the wall.
that's not ideal.
That probably cost him at least 3 seconds.
Okay, Waffles, why did you have to go in the wall? Waffles. Waffles been catching up to King quite a bit in these past few laps. Unfortunately for him, a little trip into the outside wall there, as we saw, has not helped him catch up to King any. Uh, so we're here lap 34 of 40. We have two retirees so far, Ness Race Pilot John and Mutin. I mean, with Mutin, I really hate to say that it was only a matter of time, but like, it really was only a matter a matter of time for him. Just judging how his driving was going, I think lag just got to him too badly, and he couldn't keep going. So unfortunate for Miatin, he had a really good qualifying as well, and have the best of race starts. Then again, going into the runoff at turn 1 doesn't exactly help with that, I don't think. Or do we now have three retirees on the track? Our new retiree is War.
Oh my god.
After a bit did not work out for him, he has chosen to retire from the booth. Uh, and here I was thinking I was gonna cut that section out of the video.
You are. That's the funny thing.
Who's editing?
Hmm?
What?
What'd you say?
Anyways, Waffle is actually starting to catch up to King. So, okay, why do I have to say it? Okay, why do I have to say anything about Waffles catching up to King? The second I mention he catches him for like 3 laps. He catches up to King for 3 laps. He has more pace. And then the second I bring it up at all, he goes into the outside wall. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. God. And Cyber into pit road?
What? I'm sorry?
Cyber is in the pits and he's trying to find a pit stall that works as well, and he's struggling to do so. And this might be disaster.
It, oh? Is he just trying to do like a fast lap or something? Like, I know it's not gonna really
He may be short on
give him anything,
fuel.
but
He may
like,
be short on fuel. Pepper's gonna pass
maybe.
him here in a second. No, never mind. Cyber's out of pit road, but that's gonna put that should promote King and Waffles onto the podium together. That is an extremely late pit stop for Cyber. I
Yeah, that's not an ideal one.
I would have to think that that's for fuel, but that would mean no, because Cyber was one of the earlier ones to pit in the pit cycle, wasn't he? Yeah, he
He might have been,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, he was, and Triff pit just like a lap or two before him. And we saw Triff come down pit road just a few laps ago. So the ICRL team with Triff have figured out that they were going to run out of fuel much earlier than this DHL team with Cyber has figured it out, and it has gone from possibly a really solid second place to might not even finish on the podium here.
That is mildly unfortunate for him. Meanwhile, we got a little bit of a battle going on between Zero and CC for second place.
I was not expecting the spectate cam system to give me them instantly, but here we are with Zero. Ironically,
They were certainly a little bit closer a moment ago, but frankly, it's not too far back now. He can absolutely make a run somewhere, but where will it be?
yeah.
Oh, disregard
Oh,
that.
it's not in the hairpin. And actually, speaking of battles, we have this battle that has been
Oh dear.
for this battle between King and Waffles has been over third position this entire race. And now it has turned into a battle for possibly second. I say
Yeah,
possibly as if Pepper didn't pit on the same lap as like one of these two guys. Um,
yeah. Certainly fitting. They, again, we started off with Pepper, King, and Waffle into the top three in that order. So certainly I can see how they would end up in this position again. They're all very fast, to say the least.
I have to say, and it genuinely seems like Waffles has more pace but less control of his car. I don't know. I think that's a pretty decent way to describe it. Hey, speaking of the battle you were reporting earlier, Zero's caught up to
The
CC, but
two
so has King.
the two battles collide,
Oh,
as it
and
would seem.
Zero lets King go, sacrifices the battle to let King go. That is very courteous
Amazing.
of him. However,
Yeah.
he might need to do the same thing with Waffles if Waffles wants any chance to finish second here. Oh, he
Ooh.
is. So Zero's. I believe Zero lifted. I'm unsure if they made contact there because of the lag. Okay, he lifts some more into the breaking point. That's gonna allow Waffles to get past him. And here it is. Then here's battle for second here with 2 laps to go for these two guys. Maybe not 2 laps to go in the race.
Poor Zero. He's into the
And
wall again.
there goes Zero. Well,
Oh,
I don't believe
poor
Zero will
fella.
be seeing P7 at the end of the race. I mean, you never know. Things happen. But here we go. 2 laps to go.
I
Onto
really
the
hope.
final section. King's into the wall. That's going to allow Waffles to move past him around the outside. That was very, very well placed there for Waffles to squeeze between King and the wall there. And that's going to move him up to second. Pepper has took the white flag here at Long Beach. We are going to be on the final lap here. Give me King, please, spectate system, I beg of you. Here we are.
King is
Out
trying
of the
to
hairpin.
maneuver around that wall as best he can.
Yeah, that hairpin is a very
Ooh.
tricky corner. Across the line, these two guys will now take the white flag onto the final lap, and King is lifting and coasting. King doesn't have the fuel. He's lifting and coasting into the breaking point. So King might not, these two drivers might be close on
No.
fuel as well. And King might be focusing too hard on the lifting and coasting he needs to do. He's definitely losing a bit of time. But, I mean, this corner specifically has been like Waffle's worst nightmare. King's low. King's really low. He's really lifting and coasting here. And this.
Waffle gonna have to
Oh,
wreck at this
Cece's
rate.
gonna squeeze him into the wall
Oh,
for
CC
no
might.
reason. Why, Cece? What is your problem? I have, I have no other way
I'm
to
feeling.
ask this.
I
What
called
is
it.
genuinely your problem? King
CC does not seem
still
to
lifting.
wish to
Pepper
offer
will
the.
win here at Long Beach in dominant fashion. Waffle will finish in second. And it's almost questionable if King's gonna be able to finish with enough fuel.
Oh,
Out of the
oh
King's
dear.
out of fuel.
Oh,
King is out of fuel. On the final corner, King is out of fuel. King is gonna be out of this race. He's gonna be marked a lap down, and Cyber will reclaim the podium. On the last lap, King was taking desperate
that
measures.
is a DNF and a half.
He's gonna get marked a lap down. We saw someone retire in the last lap a race or two ago. They got marked a lap down. Out of the final corner, King runs out of fuel and DSA says that he will hold on to P3.
Interesting.
bold.
That's I don't know if I would 100% agree with race control on that,
Uh,
but yeah, no, okay. So King, I imagine, is going to be going P3 in this.
Possibly. I'm unsure. I'm unsure
I
if
would
I'm
assume
unsure if
probably
DSA meant. I'm unsure if DSA meant that.
fourth maybe.
Yeah, he may have been told that he'll be able to hold on to P4. It does seem like he was able to, I guess, quote unquote, restart his car, if he would, get his car across the line there. Street Courser, what a quote from our race control here. I'm actually going to ask
Oh dear. Nonetheless,
here.
that is
Can
not how you want to finish your race,
Yeah, that's
even if
not
you get to
ideal.
hold position. That is a mildly embarrassing and just unfortunate way for it to go.
Yeah, man, chat DMs. But regardless of where King finishes, it was a very dominant win for Pepper here, who is Walter White apparently. And looking at the leaderboard, actually, we lost sub focus somewhere in the final few laps as well. So definitely not ideal. I mean, it really has not been ideal
Oh, I do.
for.
I, I, oh boy. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
so it's definitely not been ideal at all for sub focus, and he's gonna end this race in a retirement as well. Looking down the order, we will just skip over the top four for the moment, except for Pepper. He obviously wins. We have Useless in P5, Dambo in P6. That is actually looking at qualifying a very decent recovery for Danbo. CC in P7, Triff in P8, Zero in P9, Beans in P10, Mr. Potato or Danny in P11, and of course we will leave this
Yeah,
race
I'm
with
currently
three retirees.
trying to get a response from DSA on this, and or race control, sorry, and just see what
See,
they
no,
believe.
so no, you can definitely call him DSA.
Uh,
Just call him DSA because you'll be like our FIA. Problem
like,
solved.
yeah, I'm trying to get a response from the DSA, and
Yeah, I'm trying to get a response from the DSA. I don't know where my luggage went. At the moment, I'm unsure how your response thing is going. At the moment, it appears that King may be allowed to hold on to P4. I would like a confirmation before I said that out loud. So we are still waiting for confirmation.
I am trying to yell at him in
Just
our unofficial
yeah, I
call.
I I, I saw. Maybe spam PM him. Maybe it will work. Regardless of how our podium looks, Pepper. That was a very dominant win for Pepper. Very dominant. I mean, he led every lap. Honestly, besides the lap that he came into pit road, he he led every lap
Oh,
here at Long
wait a
Beach.
second.
That is, oh boy, it seems that my partner here has some sort of news, maybe sort of.
Um, race control has responded with
Oh my,
and that
oh,
is their official response, I believe.
that is awesome. Okay, and race control has said King will hold on to P3.
Okay,
I
so our finishing lineup,
Yeah.
I
So,
guess, is going
anyways,
to be
yeah, I'll let you do the finishing order then, I guess.
yeah. So our finishing order is going to be Pepper, Waffle, King, Cyber, Kyle, Dambo, CC, Triff, Zero, Sakura, or sorry, Beans in 10th. So that finishes up our 10th positions. We also got I sorry, what is that name?
What?
Mr. Potatoes.
Mr.
Right.
Potatoes,
Our
Mr.
fella.
Potatoes, man. Come on, what are you doing,
Yeah, Mr.
man?
Potatoes. We got Doge, then Meaton, then John, who, unfortunately, those final two did not make it all the way. Actually, did Doge even make it? No, he didn't.
No, yeah, I think I just mentioned it earlier. Don't. I believe we
At what point
lost.
did he
I
actually?
I genuinely don't really know. I'm being 100% honest. I genuinely don't know.
Huh,
But yeah, I guess that will be it as a drone strike is about to happen on my partner here. Um
what?
what? Anyways, it was nice of you to join me
Ah!
today, and he has disappeared. Um but yeah, it was nice of him to join me while he was still alive and everything. As for me, and as for the IndyCar series, thank you all for watching. A little bit different style of a video. Not really. It's sort of been okay. The server's been shut down, so no, I have to end the recording. Um, yeah, I mean that was a very entertaining race, a very entertaining battle for P3. Even if I don't agree with the result, but hey, what more can you do? And yeah, thank you all for watching, and tune in next race weekend, which I believe for once is actually next weekend, where we will race at a new circuit again, New Jersey Motorsport Park. And yeah, thank you all for watching, and tune in next week.